Feature flags are super powerful, but they don't really operate in a vacuum. Really what you need to do is be evaluating feature flags in the context of an application, in the context of user requests. Now, in order to make this feature flags playground more interesting, when you log in, I generate 106 demo or staging users for you. There's 100 core users, and then there are 6 users based on the email address you use to authenticate. So for example, I authenticated with ben@bennadel.com. So I also get admin at BenNadel, manager at BenNadel, support engineering analyst, and then 100 additional users based on various subdomains, roles, Fortune 100, 500, beta tester, influencer flags. And the goal here is to provide a varied enough demo user base so that you can start to tweak feature flag configurations and actually see differences in the way feature flag variants are being allocated. In my experience, email is a wonderful way to start targeting users because they usually have emails grouped by company. Of course, if you log into an application that has a special subdomain is also a fantastic way to start grouping users. Role is often pretty powerful. And then we have some other smattering of flags here that you can target against. So let's take a quick look at how this works. Let's jump into the branding refresh. So I'm working on a branding refresh. I've turned it on in development, but it is still off entirely in production. So let's say that we have a set of users from a particular company that wants to be beta testers for this branding redesign refresh. We can come in here, we can add a rule, we can use an input. Now, these inputs are all coming from that set of staging users. And in this case, we want to look at the company subdomain. When you select a different input facet, I automatically populate the data list and this values. Again, this is all information coming out of that set of sample users. And let's say that the day-night team wants to beta test with us. So we'll select the day-night team. That is one of subdomain. In this case, they're going to get the true variant, and we hit save. And now you can see that in production, most people still are not seeing the branding refresh. They're getting the default resolution selection allocation. But for users that match that day-night company subdomain, they are now getting that override to have the true selection. They're going to be able to start beta testing this feature for us. So all of this information that you can use in the rules that's coming out of this set of staging users and is hopefully going to make this feature flags playground a little bit more interesting and a little bit more realistic.